Are you looking for the right professional for a mold issue? The search can feel overwhelming, but there's some key questions you can ask to lead you to the best decision. Today's guest will chat about local mold remediation services and share some insider tips on what to look for when searching for the right options to suit your needs.
So that is a question that a lot of people are faced with. You can have mold in your home for a large variety of reasons. Sometimes you don't see any at all and you're suffering from mold exposure physical issues. So you're looking to find somebody you're going to trust in your home who's knowledgeable. There are a lot of people out there that can take advantage of you in these type of situations. Some people are just looking for the quick buck and just come wipe down the visible mold. Other people come in, if you don't have a visible mold, they'll just walk away. Well, you don't have any mold. We are much more investigative in that sense. We offer air testing, we do thorough inspections, attic and crawl space areas. But we also know there's a lot of areas where mold can hide that is out of sight. First of all, carpet is our biggest filter in our home, and mold spores settle in there and just get, not say trapped, but they stay in there until they get, you vacuum and they get disturbed and they'll float around the air and settle somewhere else. Every time we have a water incident, mold can grow in our carpet. Humidity issues, we see mold all the time when there's a lot of people living in small spaces and there's not very good air circulation. Mold grows on the wall behind furniture, behind beds and dressers and things of that nature. Bathroom ducting, most every bathroom ducting that we take down and replace is filthy with mold. How do you inspect that, right? Most homeowners don't have a way to get in and inspect the inside of their bathroom ducting. But every time you turn that fan on, it blows moist air over a field of mold. And then when you turn it off, eventually those mold spores can settle back down in the bathroom. It's a real common cause of recurring mold in your showers. So anyway, it's really difficult to make that decision. The first thing we recommend is find somebody that does offer testing, or get independent testing is fine as well. We do offer testing to our customers, and we find it very important to have a third party do the evaluation of those tests. So we come and administer air tests. We send them off to a third party laboratory. There are companies out there that do their own testing, and we recommend that you go with somebody that is not evaluating their own tests. We feel that's kind of a breach of ethics. You should be evaluating your own tests. So that's the first thing, is find somebody that does third-party testing. Second would be find somebody that is offering a full remediation system, or fully remediating the problem. So that means that, one, you're going to track down and figure out what the source, which a lot of times is humidity and ventilation and things of that nature, circulation. So that's kind of difficult to achieve, and sometimes you have to do it a piece at a time. But as far as the full remediation also means that not just wiping down the visible mold, because mold is so much more complex than that. What you're seeing with visual mold is a mold colony. It's made up of millions of microscopic components. Just coming in and spraying that down, wiping it down, it actually can cause more damage than good, because when you're spraying it, wiping it down, it's putting mold spores in the air during that process. And mold spores are they're microscopic. They're like the size of bacteria. So we can't relate to them. It's hard to relate. We all relate to mold on a visual scale, and mold spores that are microscopic. There can be hundreds of thousands of them in an environment between two people having a conversation, and you can't see them. So finding somebody that's going to have a system or deal with those mold spores on top of just dealing with the visible mold is very important. It's kind of a waste of money to pay somebody to come and spray a treatment on the mold issue you see, the visible mold issue, and not deal with the rest of the mold spores around that environment. We deal with entire homes often. We do spot treatments of areas. Budget's always a concern, and depends on people's sensitivity, whether they're being impacted by the mold or not. But the best course of action, in our opinion, is to treat the entire home, because the way mold spores are, they travel very easily throughout the air. They get around the home really fast, within a few minutes. Mold spores have float times from anywhere from 50 minutes to 5 hours. Once their spores are disturbed and in the air, they'll travel in the home and get throughout the home relatively quickly and easily. So that being said, if you're going to do a spot treatment, meaning that you're going to put up containment and use negative air pressure, which is classic mold remediation, make sure that they're doing that. Make sure that when they're coming in and demoing out or wiping down that moldy area, that they're, one, fixing the problem that caused it to begin with, so looking at the moisture issue, whatever's contributing to it, and sometimes multiple issues. Two, that they are doing containment and scrubbing the air and using negative air pressure, meaning that they have an air scrubber pushing that air in that environment out to an outdoor area, pulling air in from the other parts of your home, so that way when you're demoing that area, you're not releasing those mold spores into the rest of your environment. Or they have a system like ours where we treat the entire home and kill all mold spores that are present during the process. Just, be thorough and ask a lot of questions and find out what type of system, what their plan is, what they do to remediate the mold. And steer clear of people who are just going in to spray a chemical treatment on the visual mold, because they're not really solving your problem. 3, we recommend that whoever you're going to go with offers an extended warranty. Now, warranties are, just as words are cheap, having somebody that's going to actually back it up, or having a warranty that's easily understandable or easily enforceable is important. So make sure you look into that. Our warranties are short-term 100% retreatment, and then long-term there's a lifetime discounts for any additional services. And it doesn't matter what the additional down the road issue is. If you have another flood down the road, you get additional discounts on any retreatments. If we didn't resolve the humidity issue the first time, we made an attempt, but maybe there's more complications we didn't realize, or maybe somebody's super sensitive and wants to do this treatment every couple of years as a maintenance option, you get some extreme discounts. So that's very beneficial. But just make sure that there's a warranty intact that you can enforce, and you feel comfortable that the company's in business and has been in business for a while, and they'll be in business if and when you have to call on that warranty. 4, of course, make sure they're licensed and bonded contractors. Make sure that they're a certified mold remediation contractor. And then 5th, we would always recommend that you research reviews, and you even ask for referrals. We're more than happy to give referrals of previous customers that are happy. We've got a lot of reviews online. Some of them as amazing as one of our property management customers had a rental home, and they were able to take their kids off of asthma medication within a month or so of treating that property. I mean, that makes me feel good inside, and we have a lot of good reviews. And so look for a company that has backed up reviews and that can offer referrals of our other customers that have been experiencing the same thing that you're dealing with right now.
And there you have it. Some great advice and a few simple tricks is all it takes to find the right professional that won't disappoint. Are you looking for more information? Today's guest can be reached by calling the number on your screen. Thank you for your time.